Welcome back, everybody! Second best of 5 of the day, final best of 5 of the day. So let's go ahead and get on into it. On the left-hand side, it's going to be Freedom Exporters. On the right side will be RefueledRaccoons. We will be having the Meta Madness style of draft. We will also not be seeing Cursed Hollow or Dragonshire, as RefueledRaccoons banned away Cursed Hollow, Dragonshire banned away by Freedom Exporters. We do have a sub of Hunter Orc coming in for Freedom Exporters, and I don't believe there's any sub on the right side. This is going to be a best of 5 series. Twitch Gamble is going if you'd like to make a blind gamble on the NA crew or on the Raccoons. Garrosh to be banned away, so this is the Meta Madness style of draft, so the heroes that are picked and played are unavailable. There's no carryover from the previous series, so all 90 heroes are available. No ban on Imperius, that was only for Group A. And, no tournament baseline bans. You do have bounties, we'll talk about them if they pop up. But, right now, ban-wise, Lucio, that's a nice target ban, because definitely Hunter Orc has some great Lucio play. Junkrat Garrosh will be the first two banned away by the side of Freedom Exporters. What do they want to go into? Maybe a Chromie ban? Possibly a Chromie ban? I mean, hitting the shots on ping is a little difficult, but the big thing to mention is just going to be, like, if Freedom Exporters don't take the Chromie, I feel like RefueledRaccoons will definitely take it. Also, keep in mind, Disciple has an insanely good Orphea as well, so we'll see if that'll be a early priority for RefueledRaccoons so they can get a one-map lead in this best of 5. As a reminder, this is the upper bracket. We're doing all upper bracket stuff this weekend, so the loser of this series will see them next weekend. In the lower bracket run, they have to be taught. Wow, first pick by Ev. So I assume this will just be like Chromie and a healer. Or maybe they'll just leave it for the time being. I'm not sure. No. Okay. They're going to go Urel Johanna. Something simple out the gate. Hammer composition could be the played for RefueledRaccoons. The first pick, Maev. Good mobility. Good control. The Fan and Ive resets are pretty good. The team fighting pinned down can be completed. We actually saw it finished out earlier today in our first best of 5. Okay, Maev, Chromie with Deckard Cain. Alright, we'll see how it all works out. I know Prismat's been practicing like all week consistently on EU so he can try and, you know, figure out ping and stuff like that. So we'll see if the practice this week has paid off for them. Mid-ban phase, maybe just get rid of a main tank. Actually, getting rid of Varian here would be really good. Gonna get rid of ETC. I think Varian works with the composition of Freedom Exporters really well. Charge, taunt into a combo from Deckard. Chromie damage is big. Maev, Umbral Bind. Yeah, I really think the Varian works great here. Shattering Throw, level 13. Into the Johanna's fantastic as well. But maybe they just go for a safe Sergeant Hammer ban. Like, realistically, I think that's just a safe ban here. Granted, they do have the Chromie, so Sergeant Hammer's not that big of a threat. Gonna go ahead and take out Tracer. Alright. Tracer to be removed. What are we gonna see here, though, for Urel Johanna? That hammer comp, I do think, really works here. So maybe we just see a hammer composition being built. Could go into, like, Hanzo Genji. Actually, okay, there's the Orphea. Good mobility with the Orphea. Ancestral is big. Granted, we do have the opportunity of Emerald level 7 for Deckard Cain, which would be a great way to mitigate 75% of that Ancestral healing for 4 seconds. Or any healing for 4 seconds, for that matter. Last two picks. What is going to be the play? There's the variant I was hoping for. I like the Hogger a lot. I think this is a really good pickup from Freedom Exporters. Very simple. Charge, taunt, you've got a good control. Like, Genji, they really wanted this Genji, and they were going to pick it no matter what, I feel. And I think the variant, the control onto Genji's, I think it's just a little bit of a scary game for RefueledRaccoons. But either way, Twitch Gamble's going. Everything's set, ready to go. Let's get into it. Thanks for being here, by the way, everyone. A lot of places you can be watching content of Fears the Storm. A lot of places you can be watching content on Twitch. Thanks for choosing our channel. Thanks for being here. If you're not following, please hit the follow button. You could be number 8,000. You could be number 8,000 follower. And I believe Robin Williams will show up. Or I guess you can just watch someone restream someone else's stream as their content, because that's totally not against Twitch TOS. No, no. Uvi is going to be playing your Urel for Refueled Raccoons. You got Gaff on the Genji, Scorch playing the Rhaegar twice for the Johanna, and Disciple is your Orphea. Left side of the map, we've got Freedom Exporters, Porky, your solo laner for the Hogger. We got a Prismat, Chromie, Cure Maiev, Justing on your Varian, and Hunter Orc the sub playing Deckard. Alright. So level 1s, we'll talk about those in a second. Staggering blow, looking for something on a Gaff. Varian charges in, but he's not a real boy yet. We do have Hunter Orc getting dove by the enemy. Hunter, how are you going to be able to back away? With the help of Chromie, Maiev, and friends all around. Ubi getting low, and the Chromie damage finds first blood for the NA squad, plus Hunter Orc. So Porky gets a nice safe bounce to the top lane. We got Pursuit of Vengeance, Varian Lion's Maw level 1. You've also looking at your Chromie, Time Walker's Pursuit, Hogger on the Prowl. Looking at your Ancestral Strength, excuse me, for the Orphea level 1. You've got your Dauntless Urel, Colossal Totem, Rhaegar, and Zealous Glare Johanna with your Agile Dismount Genji. Justing tags the camp, leashes it. Left side to be grabbed here. Bottom camp will be picked up by the side of Refueled Raccoons, so I think we'll be able to grab double Bruiser camp here. Sorry, double Sapper camp. Bottom lane won't get pushed in, as Varian and friends can clear this away, but the top lane will be grabbed, and Mercenary Experience will be leading over on the right side to Refueled Raccoons, as they have picked up 2 camps already, and could back away and grab Siege Giants as well. Hogger looking to bounce out of here with the spin, able to do so well. 1-2 Sappers go in. Condemned from the Johanna. A third Sapper flies in as well. Scroll of Ceiling goes out. Staggering blow. Disciple tanks a bit of damage. Hogger bounces in. Another camp on the right side, as I mentioned. Camp priority good, but here's the thing. Justing becomes a real boy in less than a sliver of HP, or experience. Orphea is going to take up the Backbiter level 4. Varian will grab his shield, so we got Taunt. We actually see the Sudden Vengeance for Maiev as well. No pin down. Disciple pulled back in. The Taunt Disciple will be able to back away with 90-something HP. I can't believe it. Somebody missed an auto attack. Somebody missed an auto there. Meanwhile, in top lane, Porky trying to dissuade the enemy who have opened up the fort front gate quite well. Taunt immediately onto the Urel. Slow is going to be there from the Sapphire. Canopy Growth is Justing the Varian. Justing and his unique names like Pit Kid. If you spell that backwards, you'll figure it out. Chromie will go down first. Orphea finds the kill. Varian to fall next. And it looks like Refueled Raccoons get the double kill in the bottom mines. We're all Justing. I like the one person that came in here earlier with, like, troll questions, and the moment I asked if they were trolling, they just stopped talking. Oh, God, you gotta love the internet, man. Swift strike forced out by the Genji. Maiev Spirit of, or Volt the Warden's able to back away. Kier doing just fine here. Looks like we have 11 to 53 on the Risen Minor Skulls currently. Looking promising for the side of Refueled Raccoons on this first objective play. It's like Twitch is such a weird thing, man. I mean, it is. It's a it's an NA holiday week and weekend. Like, all the kids are out of school. I'm gonna spend my time out of school on Twitch. Go outside, kids, man. Enjoy your life now. Twice gets hit with the slow from the Sapphire. This is going to be Porky working on wave and top, trying to push things up. 28 skulls remain on the main boss. What's the result of the first series? A 3-0. Exclamation MC if you'd like to take a look at either of the brackets or the bounty list or anything like that. But yes, we're in our second of 2 best-of-5s today. There's only 2 best-of-5s today and 3 best-of-5s tomorrow. So tomorrow's going to be a nice chunky day. But today is a nice, easy, short one. Only 5 more maps, potentially, including this year's. We do have another fight breaking out. Staggering blow from Porky is looking pretty good, but unable to find a follow-up. We do have Emerald level 7 for the Decker Kane as well. Also, good to see you, Jobaka. Hopefully your day is treating you well. Staggering blow goes out as well. Swift strike onto Kier on board bind onto Gav. Nice fall to the Warden's Disciple trying to chase in, but did Disciple chase in too deep? It's Chromie going down the right side. Hunter Orc with like no mon on the left is going to not fall. Disciple's still alive. Disciple's still alive. Varian charges in. Good Umbral bind. Hogger will be able to get the kill onto Orphea. Staggering blow, cleanse, good. Genji able to swift strike away. Purification level 7, by the way, for the Rhaegars. There's a lot of other things that are picked up from that, but the big thing is going to be the 15-second cooldown on Purge. So 45-second cooldown on that one. Cure continues with the Spirit of Vengeance build with the Ruthless Spirit level 7. Chromie has the Slowing Sands level 10. Righteous Hammer. Yrel jumps in and steals the camp from Porky, who had an awkward bounce a little too high there. Didn't cancel early enough. What a steal. What a steal from Ubi, man. Genji Orphea is going to work on this bottom golem. More skulls to the right side. It's looking like it's going to be like an 89 skull golem for the bottom lane. Yeah, for the bottom lane. Look at that math, chat. Look at me go. Porky will get this camp over here. It's not going to be stolen away. 1, 2, 3, make it in. And that was a little unfortunate. They actually got a decent amount of damage. Never mind. Siege Giants grabbed in the bottom lane. This is going to be a very big golem. Heroics are here on both sides. Let's talk about those in a second. As Porky in top lane tries to back away, gets a spin through. It is going to be Lornado, Decker Kane, Shockwave, Slowing Sands, Shield Wall, as well as Containment Disc for Maiev. Eternal Feast from the Orphea will be activated. Ardent Defender, as well as Ancestral, Blessed Shield, and X-Strike. Lornado used here as well. Chomp. Shadow Waltz, but no hit, no activation of the dash. Siege Giant still rocketing in with this golem in bottom lane. How tough is this lad? 37,000 HP. That is quite a bit as a slam comes through from the boss. Genji Shuriken Mastery is done. The Lornado from Decker Kane pushing twice out of position, forces the Iron Skin. As the Containment Disc will land onto this Johanna once again. Gaff on the Genji's a little bit low. The bottom lane fort has fallen. The blue golem's already been cleared away. Eternal Feast gets 1 or 2 procs right there. Varian out of position, or at least up against the wall, trying to back away. And this golem gets so much siege value backed by the siege giants. Doesn't seem like there'll be any fight, but still, low kill game, 3-2 as we're entering 10 minutes into the map.
Good day, my friend.
I agree, Hunter Arc. Good day. Hi, Laura. The first map in the playoffs of Murky Cup and this tournament series, because this was last tournament as well. All first maps are auto-picked by the tournament admin. So the first maps in today's best of fives were Haunted Mines. Tomorrow, the 2 best of fives we do before the final, the upper bracket final, will be determined. They'll both probably be like Blackhearts or Warhead Junction. And then the upper bracket final tomorrow, our 3rd best of 5, will be whatever the other 2 aren't. Because they typically, like if there's 2 best of 5s that go into one final map, those 2 will typically have the same starting map for fairness, like today. I hope I explained that for you, Laura. I hope that was nice and clear. Pretty much if you win coin flip, coin flip is literally just for first pick at this point. And the best of 7 grand finals will not be a predetermined map because the team that comes from the upper bracket has first pick and map pick priority in the best of 7, and it's unweighted. Glad to help, bud. Hopefully your day's treating you well. Good to see you. Staggering blow. Varian charges in. Justin trying to find something. Zoned a little bit. Lornado did go out as well. 17 level 1 stacks for them. As our second objective phase is up and available, and 13 talents here, faster on the right side. A level lead to the side of RefueledRaccoons. Containment Disco's fishing. Orphea finishes out the Mind Devourer level 7. We do have a taunt from the Varian Prismat. Getting low, does go down to Urel. Righteous Hammer. And now Kier trying to back away. Shockwave goes out. Orpheus the target. Lornado's going to be there as well. Spirit of Vengeance, a good Ancestral with no counter healing. Or anti-healing. As Maiev does go down. And the Freedom Exporter's having a little bit of a rough map number 1 here. I was really thinking that the charge, taunt, chromie damage would be enough. Gaff will fall. At least they get that kill. Pulling a little bit more experience. As we're waiting for 16 to come through on both sides, let's go ahead and cycle through the numbers. Justin hasn't taken a level 16 or level 13 yet. I assume it's Shattering Throw. I don't see it. I don't know if he took it as I was cycling numbers. But either way, let's go into the objective pit. 28-36. It's another fight in the bottom. Mines break out. Ubi does have that Ardent Defender if needed. Hit with the Emerald as well. Eternal Feast getting chomp after chomp after chomp onto Justing. He steps out. We do have Genji joining in as well. Another root onto Urel. Spirit of Vengeance, Umbral Bind, Taunt, and Urel does go down. I saw a Containment Disc being thrown out, but I don't think it had activation. That's good. Shockwave, Staggering Blow, Spirit of Vengeance. Disciple will fall as well. The Freedom Exporters are gonna go ahead and find what looks like a triple kill in the mines. Nicely done. 6-6 in kills. And this has got to pull in a good amount of experience to find parity on the map as Porky cycles out for more camps. I think he's obviously seen from the vision over here. Johanna might try and steal this away. Genji's here as well. She steps in. Hogger has to activate Bounce. He's dead. He's so dead. Staggering Blow is good. Heal? 6? No. Golems, though, will be better to the side of Freedom Exporters. They do have 64-36. Blue Golem to bottom lane, red Golem to top lane, and that red Golem in top lane, it looks like Freedom Exporters are setting up for defense. Maiev is in the bottom lane. 19 seconds on a Hogger death timer. Are we going to get Zanshin Genji? I feel like we're going to get... Oh, no! Genji gets the Swift Strike out after the taunt will expire and is able to Swift Strike through the Lornado. I feel like Gaff is going to take Zanshin here. I don't know why. It's probably going to be living weapon, but we'll see. Golem in top lane will get keep front gate and maybe an auto or two onto the main structure. Cure clearing out the wave. Bottom lane Golem, which is beefier and healthier, is going to get a few slaps on the fort, but not take down the structure. Top lane Golem actually doesn't even get the entire fort front gate or keep front gate. Oh no, Porky! No, no! Porky, bye-bye. You can say Porky got cooked. Nice. We got Bonk at level 16 for the Decker Cane, so he does have that little stun. There's a glow on the Heraldric staff, or his staff, actually. When that is available, you can see it on Hunter Orc's, that little yellow on his model. That's a big time stop. Variant with a taunt. There's a slowing sands. No level 20 yet. Containment just finds the Maiev, or Yrel. Spirit of Vengeance in. Umbral Bind onto 2. Lord Nado comes out from Decker Cane as well. I feel like Hunter Orc is going to go for more Nados, but I'd love to see the Perfect Gems level 20 personally. Especially with like Sapphire and Emerald at 4 and at 1 and 7. Perfect Gems would be insane right here. It's probably going to be more Nados though. You arrived at that pun. Sorry, bud. You might be surprised. That I think was like the first one of the day. No, I don't think that makes it any better, because I think my first one of the day was bad. Oh, good morning, Stark. Good to see you, bud. Variant charges. Justing looking for something. Does have the Mortal Wound level, or Mortal Strike 13. So no Shattering Throw into the Johanna. Third objective phase will be coming up, and the Freedom Exporters are slowly being bled out. Bottom keep around 50%, top keep around, let's call it 90. No invade onto this camp, not in time at least. Thanks, Ash Mantle, for the clip. I appreciate that, bud. I'm glad someone appreciates the ragdoll physics in this game. Bottom Sappers are working their way into the lane, but it seems like Freedom Exporters want to find a fight. The huge Blessed Shield. Scroll of Ceiling goes down. Eternal Feet from the Orphea. Chromie's the first one to fall. Hunter Orc will go down as well. Meanwhile, Cure is trying to run away from Disciple. A taunt from Justing. Ancestral comes through. Justing goes down. Cure to fall as well. Porky does not want to die, but it looks like he is heading in the direction of the enemy team as well. Earth Grasp Totem says hello, and that right there is everyone's favorite Northern European country. Finland is going to be picked up by RefueledRaccoons. And it looks like map 1 will be in their hands. GG, well played. You are trolling! That is going to be map number 1 over to the side of RefueledRaccoons. Bro, imagine taking Bubble Hearth against Cure and winning. For those that don't know, during Cure subbed in during the Heroes 10th Anniversary EU Cup, and he accidentally took Bubble Hearth. And so Ubi taking Bubble Hearth and using it at core is like a little bit of a nod. I would say that's a nod towards Cure for accidentally taking Bubble Hearth during that Heroes 10th Anniversary Cup when he was subbing in. They lost that game, by the way. That Bubble Hearth game, they did lose. They were winning. They lost. Not because of Bubble Hearth, but, yeah. Oh, right. Sorry for the delay. Just had to grab tea and run to the bathroom. There we go. What's up, Crush? Good morning. The people demand Warhead Junction. Possibly tomorrow. Probably tomorrow, actually. Today, the first maps of both Best of Fives are Haunted Mines. Tomorrow, there's what I always forget the name of this exactly. Let me get the right name and sure. So today is upper bracket quarterfinals. We're in our second best of 5 of this. Freedom Explorers on the left side. We've got RefueledRaccoons on the right side. I don't know how to talk today, anyways. Tomorrow we have the upper bracket semifinal, so we'll see 2 Blackhearts or 2 Warhead games, and then we also tomorrow have the upper bracket final. So 3 best of 5s tomorrow, and whatever the first map is for that upper bracket, typically, both of them will be the same. So this is the Meta Madness style of draft. The heroes that are picked and played in map number 1 will be unavailable for Alterac Pass. Zeratul Junkrat will be banned away. So Junkrat's still continuing to pull bans. Lucio will pull the ban as well. And what do we got here for our last ban from RefueledRaccoons? Looks like first pick goes over the side, of course, to the Freedom Exporters, so the map choice will be coming out from RefueledRaccoons. I believe that catches you up on pretty much everything, so let's get into Alterac Pass. Anubarak is a great ban here, as he's phenomenal for soloing the objective channel. Lost Vikings are a pick on this map, and I'm very curious if anyone on RefueledRaccoons plays Vikings. Blaze first pick. Alrighty. Oh, by the way, Stark, earlier today, you missed the level 13. They didn't go grill and kill. They took oil at 4 and 7, and they didn't go grill and kill at 13. They went prolific dispersal or whatever it is. That was a Murky composition. The Murky team won? The Murky team won earlier, yes. Yeah, because the enemy team butchered into them. Literally, there was a butcher into Murky, and did not go the way of Butcher. Brightwing Muradin for the right side. That's not a bad start. Simple. You get a global. I wonder... Actually, I'm a little surprised there's no priority on Dahaka. Like, Porky Dahaka. Oh, we're going to go hammer. Okay. Collision course? Weird, yeah. Adhesive Petroleum. That's what it is. Not prolific dispersal. That is actually a mine talent for Abathur, if I remember correctly, actually. Collision course might be the most required talent in the game. They didn't take it, and they won. But yeah, Adhesive Petroleum. Thank you, yes. Garrosh will be banned away. So Garrosh has control with the hammer composition, so it's a nice smart ban right there. Anyone that steps up into hammer, they just throw them away. Is this going to be like a Mephisto ban or something? I feel like Mephisto, or actually Medivh. A Medivh ban would be great. Because Mephisto can jump in with Lightning Nova and stuff like that. Really? Li Ming. Okay. If they run Stitches here, you're going to pop off. Justing has a really good Stitches. Justing does have a really good Stitches. He's run it on mines before. I don't know about Alterac Pass. Malthael, okay. Is it maybe... I mean, the Malthael is just great in general for solo lane, wave clear. The Hanzo is fantastic as well. More poke potential. That last pick they can flex. They could go into another Bruiser if they want, like a Imperious. They could go into the Mephisto if they want. They can go into a Mage like a Jaina. They could go into just more sustained damage with an auto attacker like Raynor, Tychus, Tracer. There's a lot of options for the side of RefueledRaccoons. Last picks. That maybe Stitches. No, okay. The false stat was making me think Stitches because you hook, gorge, gust away the allies, and then you kill the single target, or I guess enemy. You gust them away. So no Stitches here. Stitches does not spread freedom. I mean, it depends what you describe as freedom is. Oh, last pick on the right side. What are we gonna get here? Oh, I think RefueledRaccoons have a phenomenal composition. I hope this is Mind Control with Call of the Dark Lady level 20. Malthael Tormented Souls wouldn't be too bad, but I think it's going to be a Last Rites game. No, because there's Bunker from I don't know. Tormented Souls feels like it could work out, but Last Rites does seem better. I don't know. Gamble's going. Let's get into the game. Thanks for swinging on through, by the way, everybody. I hope you're having a really, really good day. Appreciate you watching the stream, chatting, hanging out, lurking. And we're just trying to hit that 8,000 follower goal. So if you're not following, hit the button, and maybe you can summon a Robin Williams. Maybe you'll be number 8,000. Disciple on the right side for RefueledRaccoons will be playing your Hanzo. We got a Scorch, Brightwing, Gaff, Sylvanas. Twice on the Muradin, and Ubi playing your Malthael. Left side of the map will be the Freedom Exporters trying to take us into a map 3 of this best of 5 series, but with a 1-1 score. A Cure Falstead, watch that gust. Hunter Orc Anduin, we got a Porky Blaze, Jesting on the ETC, and Prismat will be your Sergeant Hammer, and Hunter Orc the Anduin. I think I might have missed Hunter Orc there. Who has the best dance in the game? It's Zul Jin. Fact, it is Zul Jin. Because it is the Axe Gang dance from Kung Fu Hustle. And Kung Fu Hustle's an amazing movie. If you've never seen it, go watch it. It's one of those Stephen Chow movies. Really good. Prismat, no! Scatter goes off the fort front gate. Disciple gets the kill. Gaff in top lane feigns the idea that they are killable by Cure. And Swiftwing will be chicken tenders for lunch today. TC rotating into the top. Best dance is Kel'Thuzad because of it. Oh, that's actually Stark. You are correct. Stark is correct, actually. Zul'jin is second. Kel'Thuzad number 1. No one else in Heroes of the Storm summons a cat to dance with them, except for Kel'Thuzad. I'm sad I missed out. Yesterday I was out watching new dinosaur movie. I heard it's awful. Polymorph is going to be MVP. Well, let's talk about some level 1s here, because we do have Frequent Flyer Falstead, Even-Handed Blessing. No, that's Lightwell for the Anduin. We've got the Advanced Artillery for Prismat, ETC Block Party, and Adrenaline Stimpack for the Blaze. Opposing side will be your Target Practice Hanzo, Hypershift Brightwing, Murden Dwarf Block, as well as the Fear the Reaper for Malthael for that activatable movement speed buff for by 25% for 4 seconds, cooldown up 25 seconds. And Sylvanas with the Might of the Banshee Queen. Ba, you don't like any new movies? I love Nosferatu. I loved Nosferatu. That was amazing. I just don't like A24 movies. Those are the movies I don't like. Brightwing Polymorph into the ETC. Face Melt to push back a few others. No, there's been a few newer movies that I've enjoyed, but... Oh no, Cure. Oh no, Cure. Where are we going, bud? Okay, so he barrel rolls away. Gonna fly behind the fort for safety. ETC is here, though. And so Justing is able to zone the enemies back. Objective phase is ready. Hanzo heads to bottom for channel, or for the minion wave. Null Pack camps to be traded in the mid lane. Blaze to go manage bottom as well. Pretty standard stuff at level 4 here. Explosive Arrow. Level 7's coming through faster from those 2 kills. Phase shift into mid lane from the Brightwing. Nope. Looks like it was on to Hanzo in the bottom lane. Did get chunked a little bit by the Blaze in the skirmish here. Meanwhile, in mid lane, the Null Packs are going to be... Oh, wait, hold on. Murden steps up. Prismat trying to back away. Couple autos in tank mode. Man, it's a little bit of a rough start here from Freedom Exporters. Secret Weapon, Nanomachine Coating as well for the auto attack speed debuff from Blaze. Desperate Prayer. You've got the Hover Siege finally for Prismat. Falstead. Wait, Power Slide from ETC. Face Melt to push Murden back. Just a little bit of harassment. Falstad's doing his best to manage top, but Gaff is constantly pressuring into Cure here. ETC, does he have a rotation in? Polymorphed immediately by Scorch. And that'll be the end of any advancement from Justing and friends. Hunter Orc in the mid lane, taking a lot of damage. Disciple! Oh my god. Hammer actually, and I'm doing air quotes, runs down the Hanzo there with Hover Siege. I guess he hovers down? No, that's not even good. Phase shift from Brightwing will land. Power Slide is beautiful from Justing. The timing is absolutely on point. And this is still going to be Brightwing and Malthael backing away to safety. Jet Propulsion misses. Malthael throws the Shroud back. Justing going for the channel. Is there any interrupt from Muradin? No. But will they stick around for this 30 seconds? That's the big question. Wait, hold on. That's a handful of pressure into Prismat, but he's going to be fine. Cure barrel rolls into the Gaff, trying to get that sustained damage going. But Jet Propulsion from Blaze is good. The face melt from ETC. And Brightwing does go down. Objective phase stalled out. They're going to go for the channel again. Disciple maybe looking to step up here. False step barrel rolls in again. The natural agility is only to the side, and Cure plays it safe and backs off. Not chasing, not tunnel visioning, not going for more pressure onto Hanzo. They get the objective. They split into lanes respectively, and we'll see what our 10 talents look at the top of the screen. During that time, let's go ahead and roll through the other stats, everybody. Alright, I'm going to park this in mid really quick so I can throw this teabag away. Okay, there we go. Heroic-wise, Wailing Arrow, Last Rites, Avatar, Dragon Strike, so that's going to be the pretzels, the blue dragons, and Blink Heal for the Brightwing. I still think Blizzard should switch the two heroic talent names for Hanzo. Dragon's Arrow should summon dragons. Dragon Strike should be a giant stun, don't you think? I will die on this hill, because it's a very reasonable one to die on. Oh no! Disciple tries to get the natural agility over the wall, but the concussive blast of Hammer interrupts that, causing the natural agility to cancel. Objective phase is over, but mid lane fort should go down. Freedom Exporters finding the first structure against the enemy on this map. Now, of course, Sylvanas was pushing top, did take down the structure, does have possession. You can see 2 minions possessed here, so they have that purple glow on them. Reaver minions are chonky fellows as well. They don't have any extra damage into structures or anything. The big thing to mention here that I think a lot of people don't know is the physical armor. They have a decent health pool as well, currently 1,540, but the big thing to mention with the Reaver minions is the reason they can push the lane sustain and blah, blah, blah is they have 50 physical armor, which allows them to naturally push things up a little bit faster. We do have this bottom boss at about 50%. A lot of the Freedom Exporters are backing away, but I feel like they have the fight here. Sylvanas is showing in top. Falstead's managing that. Brightwing is showing in mid. She can phase shift into this. It would still be a 4v4. Dragon Strike from Hanzo coming through the Last Rites into Blaze, the boss. Power Slide, Mosh Pit, Gust. Can they actually get the boss? Holy Word Salvation for the Anduin will be activated with no interrupt. Hammer's still just trying to get so much damage here. It's not working out. The Freedom Exporters will not get the boss. I don't believe it. And Falstead even flew in. Gust at 40 seconds. Oh, man. Oh, that's an unfortunate moment. But yeah, Holy Word Salvation. Granted, if you think about it, what are the interrupts? Polymorph, Wailing Arrow, and Stormbolt. There's not even the auto attack, because you have heavy impact level 7. So Holy Word Salvation, I hope we see the Light of Stormwind at level 20, because it's insane value if you get the full duration channel. Mid-fort being assailed here. We have a Wailing Arrow thrown back. Gaff trying to back away. That's a really good power slide into face melt. Hammer damage will come through, and so does the Blaze Twin Flames. Boss and bottom lane, by the way.
Free our soldiers and show the whole what the Stormpike Guard can do.
So bottom and top forts have fallen. Malthael checking boss. No, they're going to go for it. Okay. What will Freedom Exporters do? It's a level difference, 4-4 in kills. slide from ETC through the wave. You got Blaze working on another wave in top as well. Mouthy at the grab camp. Disciple wants to try and find a little auto attack damage in, but won't be able to step up. Still working on target practice. I'm curious, what are they missing for target practice? Falstad once. Okay. Falstad needs to get once by Disciple. Blaze lands the jet propulsion. Phase shift from Brightwing coming through. Natural agility over the wall into a blink heal to the side. Objective phase channel. Falstad flying up as well. Sylvanas is in the bottom lane. Hanzo gets that last hit as the top lane boss crashes onto a keep. 16 talents here on the right side. Oof. Scorch going for the channel. Seems like this is going to be picked up. Prismat. The hover siege on the low side of the wall is unable to do anything. So they're just going to go ahead and grab the null pack from mid. Falstad soaking up top. Does save the keep. It's at 20-something%. Are they going to invade this camp? Not in time. Okay. They're just looking for mid fort. Napalm strike goes out, trying to zone. Hammering from Falstad thrown out with the secret weapon level 7. Still waiting on that 16. Should be picked up pretty soon. Sylvanas and Muradin moving to bottom lane. The phase shift from Brightwing as well. Bunker comes down from Blaze. ETC coming through as well. Blaze able to jump out of the bunker, and he's fine. 16 talents here, picked up on the left. Alright, Sylvanas managing, or pushing up mid. Blaze lands the jet propulsion. Falstad sustained damage into Muradin is decent, but Kier can't find any kill into twice. Malthiel's got the objective pushed up. Oh wait, power slide from Justing is pretty good, but there's no kill into Gaff. Top lane objective will get that top lane keep. Bottom is looking like it's going to be cleared away, so the keep still sits around 60 or so %. Mid cleared away as well, and Freedom Exporters, they get 16, which is pretty big. Imposing presence for the ETC. You've got your Giant Killer, Glyph of Faith for the double leap, Updraft or Afterburner, sorry, for your Falstad, and Juggernaut plating on the Blaze. We'll see if this helps out. But the big thing to mention from Brightwing, and Chad already mentioned this earlier, Critterize, the Polymorph. Level 16 Critterize is a huge blow-up tool. All right, bottom boss 24 seconds, top boss a minute 58. Bottom lane, Blaze is rotating in. The oil slick goes down. They want to try and chase on a Disciple. The natural agility is forced out from Hanzo there. Murky unable to close the distance in. Napalm strike into the wave. Malthiel coming in here. That's going to be a leap of faith to pull ETC to safety. There's going to be a last rites applied. Mosh Pit activation. Holy Word Salvation. Damage is pretty good into Malthiel. The Wailing Arrow comes out, but Malthiel still goes down. Falstad will be traded. Dragon Strike from Hanzo. Zones enemies up against the wall. Porky gets a good jump propulsion. ETC power sliding into the enemy's face. Twice. Looks for a Storm Bolt, but he gets stunned, or he gets rooted, so it's a really weird interaction right there. Avatar activation. And that'll be that. But with the kill onto Falstad, trade onto Malthiel, seems like this will be a boss grab. I mean, no Gust, no Mosh Pit. Yeah. Easy boss call. Phase shift from Brightwing into the top lane onto Sylvanas. Brightwing is able to blink to the side. Sylvanas is able to get the hunting wave, and I can't believe it. Freedom Exporters cannot find a kill onto the lone Sylvanas in top. Meanwhile, Kier needs to manage mid lane. Bottom lane boss should confirm the keep. Yeah, it should confirm it. I don't think No, they won't be able to clear it in lane. I think boss should get bottom key. I mean, Falstad Hammer have really good damage. ETC helping Blaze with the camp. Ooh, it's going to be very close on this one. Can they save it? Oh, it's going to be really close. Wait. 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 They're going for the fight instead. The Reaver minion actually might take down the keep. Hunter Orc going for the counter channel on the left side of your screen. The bottom keep does actually live. I can't believe it. Wailing Arrow from Sylvanas' massive hyper thrusters from Prismat as they re-siege around the bunker. Summoned by Blaze. No level 20 on the left-hand side just yet. The chastise from the Anduin goes out. Murden dwarf tossing in. There's going to be a huge jet propulsion rewind from Murden, but he can't do anything because he gets caught up against the wall. The power slide is really good. The mosh pit from ETC activated. Holy Word Salvation. Oh no, that Dragon Strike is so very good. The scatter does not get the kill. And can ETC back away to safety? No. It looks like objective phase will be stalled out. Wait, Murky, hold on. Jet propulsion. Anduin going for the channel. Scorch with 19 HP. And they do get the counter channel. Dragon Strike from Hanzo with the Dragon Awakens level 20. Porky getting a little bit low, trying to back away. We do have top lane wave crashing onto the core. The snipe from Disciple takes down Blaze. No Haunting Wave activation into Cure. More poke from that Hanzo scatter. And Scorch gets the channel. Oh, this is, it's a rough game for Freedom Exporters, chat. Falstad flying into bottom, 1v, okay. I guess he thought it was going to be like a 1v1 and he could take down Hanzo, but okay. Interesting choice. Oh boy. Stormbolt does not land on Cure, but the rewind activation, the wind tunnel from Cure. Sylvanas comes in with the Haunting Wave, the Wailing Arrow. Gaff wants the kill, but doesn't get it into Falstad. Cure now looking to back away. There will be a couple autos into this core from the objective. Dragon Strike from Hanzo, Leap of Faith will come through. The bunker coming down from Blaze, not fortified at level 20. ETC, by the way, with Storm Shield activation, Power of the Horde, the new one for him. We'll talk about that after the game because that might be happening here. Murden dwarf tossing in once again. All keeps are down. The members of Freedom Exporters are trying to make the core save happen, but I don't think it's in the cards for NA as the Holy Word Salvation does get activated. Wait a minute. Vandar Stormpike heads to the center. Kira does go down, and that'll be Vandar falling as well. This is going to be the members of RefueledRaccoons blasting their way into map number 3 with a 2-0 lead, and this might just be a day of 3-0s. Well, let's go ahead and roll out a block of ads, pay out the gamble, and we'll get going into map number 3. Hopefully Freedom Exporters can find some unique play or bring some secret plays out of the bag of tricks. I don't know, man. They got to do something here because this is a rough series for Freedom Exporters. What's up, Rock Your Worlds? How you doing, bud? Good to see you. Not Tahoe fireworks, yeah. Well, I'm glad. I personally don't care for fireworks. Let's get into it, everybody. Freedom Exporters on the left-hand side will be your NA team down in this best-of-5 series in the upper bracket. Loser, of course, drops to lower bracket for next weekend. Winner continues on to tomorrow's games. We got RefueledRaccoons, who are one map away from getting their punching their ticket to tomorrow's games. So Lucio will be first banned by them. This is going to be map choice by the side of Freedom Exporters. So first pick going over to RefueledRaccoons. It is going to be the Meta Madness style of draft, so the 20 heroes that we saw in the previous 2 maps are unavailable. Bans don't carry over, so if we make it, hopefully, into a map number 4, we could still see Vikings Lucio picked up. How did the dogs do, Lard? Played board games. Celebrate our country by blowing up a small part of it. Or I guess yourself, right? I personally, I just don't care for fireworks. There's a lot of people and animals that would benefit from fireworks not being used, so why not? I live in a national forest. Like, we don't need fireworks here. Especially after we got evacuated a couple years ago from a fire. Like, I don't know. I don't think the fireworks are really necessary. You're not a true American. That's okay. We're from Romania. We have Vikings and Dahaka banned on the left side. Abathur Lucio banned away by the members of RefueledRaccoons. What's up, Zach? How you doing, bud? Zach?
That's the joke.
First pick Diablo on the right side. Yeah, drone shows, sure. Fireworks, no thank you. Last I checked, the current year is 2025. Yeah, so America's 2025 years old. Duh. Alright. Okay, alright. Malfurion Medivh. Malfurion Medivh shows nothing of the draft outside of, hey, we're going to do a Stitches Gorge comp. No, I didn't. You got evacuated? There's already fires down there? I'm sorry to hear that, Rock Your Worlds. No, we had, like, insane rain on Wednesday and Thursday, so everything was, like, super, like damp and wet up here. So that was really good. Everything was, like, really wet for 4th of July, because there's literally, like, we have those construction road signs that say, like, you know, lane ends or merge left or whatever. Instead of it actually having construction stuff, it says no fireworks, no open fires. But tourists don't care because they don't live here, and they're like, well, I'm in a forest. I want to have a campfire. I need to have it. Otherwise, my vacation's ruined. Don't care if I burn down a national forest and ruin everyone else's life. My vacation takes priority. We got a Zeratul and Vala band away. The Diablo with a Junkrat and Tyrande, so a nice combo with that. Zeratul to be banned, so there's no VP Apocalypse combination. Is this going to be a Stitches Gorge comp? I feel like the setup is there. Malfurion Medivh. Stitches and what? Jaina? Gives you good wave clear. The Zul'jin I was not expecting at all. Zul'jin will get grabbed here. Leoric with that as well. What are they doing? Everything revolves around us. Yes, everything revolves around the United States. Yes, I agree. You had to deal with 3 hours of loud music. They only heard a few explosions, so it's better than expected. Nice. Nice. Cassia Illidan. Well,
it is time.
I don't know what Freedom Exporters are doing here. I have no idea. I'm so perplexed I forgot to start a Twitch gamble. Garden of Terror, go, go, go. I don't know what's going on with this. I don't know, man. I guess root 'em, portal 'em, root 'em, blow 'em up. I don't know. It just... I kind of see what the mad scientist of Justing is doing here. I just don't know if it's going to work out. I kind of see what the idea is. Portal in, Bone Prison, Malfurion Root, or vice versa. You got Zul'jin sustained damage, but I feel like there's just not enough. I don't know, man. Let's find out. Let's find out together. On the left-hand side, we have got the members of Freedom Exporters. Hunter Orc will be subbing in as your Malfurion. You've got a Porky Leoric justing Zul. Cure is going to be your Medivh, and a Prismat Zul Jin. Yes, Stark, we have another Zul to talk about the exact same thing. Gaff is going to be playing the Junkrat on the right side for RefueledRaccoons. Ubi on the Illidan. Scorched Tyrande, Disciple, Cassia, and twice is your Diablo.
4, 3, 2, 1. Go on now. Fight.
Shackler level 1. Scorch, hello, are you going to throw a Sentinel? First Sentinel misses. GG's, we're going to a map 4. Portal Mastery for Medivh. You've got your Shackler for Zul, by the way. Looking at Osin's Renewal, Grievous Throw, level 1, Bone Slicer Zul Jin, as well as the Emerald Dreams from Alfirian. Diablo Devil's Due, Lunar Blaze for the Tyrande. You've also got your Lightning Stroke for Cassia. Extra wound timers on Junkrat. Illidan will pick up the Immolation. Yeah. Hunter Orc is looking to just back away here in mid lane. Medivh is able to get the force. Oh no. Oh, Justing jumps into the bush. Fend from Cassia. First blood into Zul. Well, that right there is going to be Medivh stacks down the drain. 7 Medivh stacks go down the toilet. What's up, Booty? How you doing, bud? What's up, Hunter Lust? Good to see you as well. What does Tyrande's pseudo cleanse handle? I believe it's roots, stuns, and silences. I think it's level 7, isn't it? Oh wait. What? Where is her cleanse actually? I forget. Oh, there it is. Yeah, stuns, silence, and slows. Yeah, there you go. Wow, it's 16. I honestly thought it was way earlier. I thought it was at 7 or 13. My bad. Shows how much I play Tyrande. Alrighty. Do-do-do-do. Oh, wait. Hold on. Shadow Charge on to Malfurion here. That's going to be Hunter Orc getting really low. Gets the root. Down on the ground. Cassia misses the Lightning Fury. Tyrande. Sentinel. I don't think it would have killed, but still. Illidan will be able to take down this Leoric. Fire from Malfurion here, just waiting to see how this works out. Cure Portal's in, root onto Scourge. Tyrande throws down a Lunar Flare as she will fall. And it looks like we got a blue build for Justing here. He's going to be going into your Grim Scythe, the Cursed Strike, so we're assuming the same thing at level 7 here. So increased duel's attack damage by 15%. Each enemy hit by Cursed Strike reduces cooldown by 1 second up to 12. So let's see what the other talents do as we get level 7s here on the left side. We also will be seeing the Huntress Fury at level 7 for the Tyrande. Zul Jin eats a bit of his health bar there to try and get more autos in. The Bone Slicer build continues. The Grievous Throw build continues. It is going to be Harvest Vitality as well for Zul, for Justing here. Illidan picking up the Friend or Foe level 7 for more dive ability, as Ubi is getting a little bit of pressure into Leoric here. Top lane Fort, though, starting to take a little bit of damage from Siege Giants. Fort front gate's already been opened up. Main tank Zul? What do you mean, Kalavoth? It's main tank Medivh. How you doing today, bud? Thanks for coming through. Good to see you. Ubi in bottom lane trying to chase onto Porky here. Tower shots are not going to be enough to zone, but Zul'jin may be able to get the counter kill. And yes, they will trade in bottom lane. Let's go ahead and cycle through the other numbers, everybody, because 10 Talonteers will be at the top of the screen momentarily. Roots, but it's going to be met with a Diablo Shadow Charge, a Hunter's Mark, and bye-bye. Yeah, because Strogle's Essence would have totally saved him right there because it's so good of a talent. Totally. We, by the way, have still not had anyone go for the first objective. It's still 0-0 on seeds. 10 talents here on the right. It is going to be Hunt Illidan, which is a bounty. Hunt Illidan from somewhere. As they're going to jump in. Valkyrie, Riptire, Malfurion, and Zul'jin do go down. And I think, like, everything was used there. Yeah. Starfall, Apocalypse, Hunt, Riptire, as well as the Valkyrie from Cassia. Diablo goes in with the Shadow Charge. Force of Will onto Leoric as the Concussion Mine blasts him out of position. Does have a portal set up by Medivh as Diablo goes in for Justin. Concussion Mine set up again. There's going to be a Leyline Seal. Bone Prison lands onto Disciple here, but I don't think the members of Freedom Exporters will go for a further fight. Leyline Seal, Toss Dingo, Twilight Dream, as well as the Entomb for Leoric and Zul. We assume Skeletal Mages. Entomb comes through. Actually, Poison Nova. Root is really good from Hunter Orc right there. Scourge goes down to Zul'jin autos. And a few more will connect into Cassia. Portal set up by Medivh. Diablo comes in with the Shadow Charge. 30 stacks for Cure, by the way, as he portals back and forth. Picking up 32. A couple more there. Valkyrie finds the Zul'jin. Beautiful Nature's Cure from Hunter Orc. Moodir, they literally had like a hook. They had like a Stitch's Gorge composition built, and they went for this, and I'm very confused by it. I mean, Justing is quite the scientist when it comes to drafts, so we'll see how it all works out. Either he's overcooking the roast, or this is just a beautiful idea. Oh, the gamble is still going? God dang. I did start it late, that is true. Well, 48 Thunderstroke stacks for Cassia, 9 Lunar Blaze stacks for the Tyrande, which is just damage scaling. The big thing that you take for that level 1 is the 30% range increase. Portal from Medivh is set up here. Top fort does go down. 13 is picked up on the right side. Leoric is going to get a Force of Will from Medivh. Porky throws back the Drain Hope. Doesn't land. No, Stitches wasn't banned. Okay, looks like we have a small pause. Let's go ahead and jump out of the game for competitive integrity. Jump out of the game here for that. We'll see what's going on. We shall see what will unfurl here. All right. No message. Oh, nope. There's an immediate ready. Okay. Cure finishes out baseline stacks. And what's up, Bear? How you doing, bud? Tiny little pause. Technical difficulties, apparently. No big deal. Leyline Seal goes out onto 2. The Root from Malfurion will find the Sleep activation into Illidan. Riptire to the face of Prismat. Some well taps coming through. Concussion Mine set up on the far side to maybe get some displacement. Zul'jin looking to run at this Diablo. We do have a Bone Prison set up. There's going to be a Poison Nova as well from the Zul. A lot of damage into Junkrat as he's going to be able to back away safely. The Apocalypse does get activated by the Diablo, trying to create space for Ubi to back off, and I don't know if it's going to work out. Leoric Entomb is available. He'll find it on the Junkrat. No Concussion Mine available. Actually does get it right there, but Zul'jin axe chases. Force of Will denies the kill onto Porky, and the members of the NA squad, plus the sub of Hunter Orc, find a couple kills. Still, 9 minutes into the map, nobody's gone for the objective. It is going to be, though, full Curse Strike build for Justing here, as he does pick up Curse Strike level 13. The Rapid Harvest, gain 5% attack speed for 3 seconds. Each time Curse Strike hits an enemy, up to 75%. So Raven Familiar activation right there. The Orc heads... Oh, wait, Valkyrie? I saw the Valkyrie go fishing, but no one pulled out of position. We do have Yuan Dax at 20 of 50 stacks, and so he does have the 1.1 range increase at 6.6, if memory serves correct. Or 5.5, actually. No, it is 6.6. I am right. Why do we doubt ourselves? No level 16 on either side. It's pretty close to 15 apiece. Big skeletal swing from Leoric with a paralyzing rage. Illidan's going to hunt into the backline onto Malfurion, who gets the Force of Will. We do have Prismat really low. Unkillable. Sorry, the Toss Dingo does get activated. Riptire from Junkrat comes through, but it will not get any damage. Force of Will denying that. Diablo souls were consumed. He is back in the battlefield. Leyline Seal with a root underneath. Who is the target? Cassia. She gets deleted. Set up by Medivh. A little bit of damage onto Scorch. Mid fort will fall. Leoric heads to bottom lane. 16 talent here. Should be here for both sides momentarily. But finally, the members of Freedom Exporters find their first structure against the enemy. Level 16. Whoa. Stable portal? Really? No temporal flux cure? Interesting. Temporal flux is like busted good. More portals. Ominous Wraith Royal Focus for Leoric. You've got your No Mercy for the Zool Jin. Moonlit Harmony Malfurion. Justing will take weaken enemy heroes who are damaged by Curse Strike, or Skeletal Warriors deal 35% less damage for 3 seconds. And Tomb from Leoric will find the Diablo. 31 souls for him as he's able to Shadow Charge to safety. The portal set up by Medivh. Hunting from the backline from Illidan. Valkyrie goes fishing. Doesn't pull anyone out of position either. 16s are good on both sides. Bone Prison into the Cassia right now. That is going to be Starfall from the Tyrande. Diablo Shadow Charge. Level 13 is done, and Porky's the one to go down. Kira now trying to jump through the portal. Will be able to do so. Throws back the Leyline Seal and creates the space needed to disengage. Another portal set up, and they're able to get to safety. Are Ravens considered Medivh damage or teleporter damage? A Raven Familiar joins allies each time they use Portal. The Raven will dive at the ally's next basic attack against a hero within 5 seconds, dealing 214 damage and slowing them by 30% for 2.5 seconds. Leoric gets the respawn. Shadow Charge from Diablo. Shadow Charge again into the wall. The Leoric Entomb comes through. Valkyrie denied by that. Illidan hunts in, tries to dive through the enemies once again. Big silence from Malfurion as Illidan dives to the fort, looks to move through the bottom lane wave. Leoric is Wraith walking in. Skeletal Swing with a huge slow increase as well from the level 4. Root from Malfurion finds Disciple. Another Shadow Charge from Diablo coming through. Junkrat getting a camp atop. Big Poison over from Justing, and that'll be Cassia falling. Twice the Diablo moving his way out of this one, as there's going to be a Lunar Flare from Tyrande, and she's able to back away, but Medivh, they chase, they get the kill.
That seed is ready for gathering. I suggest you do it now.
Yeah, I think Stark's got it right. I think Stark's got it right.
Red team has destroyed a fort.
Okay, so Keep goes down. Mid fort, I think, fell as well. Illidan still being a nuisance. And Illidan goes down to mid. Illidan's dead again. Blades of Azzinoth for your Illidan, 16. 20 is almost here on both sides. Prismat's going to eat a bit of damage, gets the Force of Will. Sentinel from Tyrande thrown in. Did go into the Quickening Blessing and the Celestial Attunement for the stun, silence, and slows on the target. Oh yeah, Stable Portal's very underrated. It's just Temporal Flux is just busted strong. Big Poison Nova from the Zool. Bone Prison finds the Cassie as well. Leoric has the Entomb onto Tyrande. Starfall, Apocalypse, Riptire. Medivh does go down, and so will the Leoric. But they're still chasing in. Justing is like, dude, we can still fight this. Diablo does have Soul. Zul'jin wants to get the kill, but won't find it. Illidan hunts into Malfuri, and the Moonfire finds him. Big silence. Diablo almost goes down from the silence AoE. Bone Prison into the Illidan. No CC available to deal with Illidan, as there's a root underneath him as well. Dives in further. Overpower from Diablo. Prismat. Toss Dingo will be activated. Going to try and take down Scorch over here, and will be able to do so, and now going to just sprint away. Illidan now trying to run away from Malfurion and Zool. Zul'jin, hello, how are we over here? Couple autos into twice. Prismat slammed into the wall and taken down in the end. Root underneath. The Orc gets a big skeletal swing as he respawns. Buried alive, and Illidan does go down. We actually have the upgrade on Poison Nova level 20. Adriel's Visage. Poison Nova heals for 50% of the damage dealt, and its duration increased by 50%. Medivh will be cheating with Leyline Seal upgrade level 20. We have the Buried Alive, as we mentioned. We'll see the Armani Resilience. Zul'jin will put on a fancy, expensive coat. So we do have the Astral Communion for your Malfurion as well. On the opposing side, it's going to be your Rockstopper, Shooting Star. You've got your Cannonball, Junkrat, Illidan with Bolt of the Storm, and Hellgate for the Diablo. Stable Portal is great. The alt CDR is ridiculous, unfortunately. Yeah, like, it's 9% when you hit an enemy hero with a Leyline Seal, and then it's 3% for auto attacks, period. It's not hero specific, it's just autos. It's so goddamn strong. All right. 15-12, and the NA squad 1 seed away from trying to get a Garden Terror summoned here. This would be the first Garden Terror of the entire game. Camp over here is going to be grabbed. Looks like Junkrat's heading to delay out objective a little bit. Zul'jin going to grab camp. Illidan grabs bottom fort, or takes down the enemy team bottom fort. All right, Garden Terrors will be summoned by Freedom Exporters. Cure floating ahead, getting some vision. Measuring Stable Portal versus Temporal Flux is fine, but comparing it to Leyline... No, yeah, like, I'm saying, like, the cooldown value that you get on your Heroic is just so strong. For sure. That's going to be a Toss Dingo activated by Zul'jin. Medivh cheats. Poison Nova comes out from Zool. I feel like it was a little early right there. A lot of healing over time for Diablo. Huge Apocalypse, and a triple kill will be picked up. This is going to be Cure setting up the portal, able to dive through. Justing does as well, but there's going to be a Bolt of the Storm to chase in. Medivh is able to bird up and back away. Portal is still, so they are just going in for this. The Garden Terror is on core. It's not obviously going to win the game right there, but they want these kills. Justing will fall. Cure, I think, is going to be taking a flight too. Well, Hunt Illidan wins the game. Garden Terror, it's going to core. Just kidding. Well, it's a day of 3-0s as the core falls and Freedom Exporters are going to be dropped down to the lower brackets. We'll see them next weekend, but it is going to be RefueledRaccoons blasting off to the to tomorrow's upper bracket semifinals. They will be going up against Copium, and Rip will be going up against Bounty Hunters. So we have 3 best of 5s tomorrow. Shame you didn't play yesterday for the happy. Yep. If NA played yesterday, they would have been the ones to 3-0 that. But GG's, that's gonna be that. Thank you everybody.